Hello, everybody. That sounded probably more optimistic than I meant for it to sound. But I didn't really want to talk more about something with the series Let's Talk. I wanted to talk about my future, what I want to do when I'm going to move the camera slightly. Sorry. My future. As some of you might know, people from college will definitely know, I want to go into an acting profession or a writing profession, and obviously it's a choppy business, it's hard to get into kind of thing. People keep saying that all the time, and it is hard, but it's not the same hard that people describe to you. People say people look for specific things, or it's not really that at all. Most people just don't really care, is what the problem seems to be for me. Not recently. I'll just point out recently I've met a couple people who seem to like taking an interest in things I do. But most of the time it's showing people the stuff that I've made and they just go, oh, that's fairly good, and never discuss it again. And fair enough, like, if you don't like my stuff, you don't have to watch it, but, don't just... I'm just gonna sound like a complete twat. Don't just say, oh, okay. Don't just act like you liked it and say okay. Because the second I raise another, video, or I show you something, like, oh, look at this, and you'd be like, oh, do I have to though? I'd be like, I thought you liked my stuff, and then you'd have to come clean anyway. If you don't like my stuff first off, just say, I don't really like your content. I won't show you it again if you don't like it. Just tell me you don't like it. I get really pissed off when people tolerate me. I'm not here to be tolerated. I'm here to be liked as a person. I don't write scripts to be tolerated. I write scripts because I think people would enjoy the kind of things I would make. Most people so far I've encountered don't like anything I make. Commentaries, videos, games. Well, I don't make games, I record games. But what I mean is just nobody seems to care. But more recently I have encountered people who seem to take a genuine interest and seem to give me feedback or helpful advice. Like an actor called Richard Crayon. I think it's Crayon. I might be forgetting his last name or mispronouncing it. But I met him the other day at college. He's been in, I think it's Coronation Street and a lot of other things. And I'm very shy, so I don't like talking to people. But in the back of my head, I'm sort of kicking myself, saying, just say hello. It's not that hard. You do it to your friends. So I said hello, and then I asked him, some questions, and he answered them pretty much like nobody had answered my questions before. And I wasn't shocked or surprised. I was relieved, because for one of the first times in a professional environment, someone had given me an answer I wanted. For example, if I said, what's the hardest thing about acting? Most people would just say something like getting into the headspace or finding the money to move places. Fair enough, they are relatively hard things for acting. But, I mean, without specifics. But I sort of mean for an individual. I don't mean in the profession, I mean for you. What was difficult for you? Because some people just have the same difficulties. Like, I am really bad with transport. I probably wouldn't be as bad if I went out and got a bus. But I don't get buses. I don't... because I have high functioning autism, it wasn't so high functioning years ago. I was a shitty little kid, but I never did social. I always got a taxi to school, taxi to high school, taxi to college. I've never taken a bus anywhere on my own. Most people my age have, which is sort of depressing, but we've already covered depression. So yeah, I sort of, I don't remember what I asked him now because it was helpful then, but I don't remember what it was now. But say I asked him like, for you, what was difficult, and he'd say, as an example, probably something like working with other people, because I've been in a couple of short films, and in one of them, I won't name the film because I'll get done for it, but the actors in that film were so painstakingly, I don't know if that's the right word, but they were just, oh my god, learn to act. Rule number one of acting, your friends cannot act unless you're on an acting course. But the general population don't know how to get into a headspace properly. They don't know method or naturalism, or mostly even absurd. They don't know these methods. I have to do an audition showcase. I can't do any of the stuff from it because I can't, because that's for the showcase. But one of them, I can describe the situation. In one of them, I'm mad, and then I get really sarky, and whenever I'm talking to people in public, I get really monotone because I get really monotone because I feel like if I talk to people how I usually talk to people, I feel like they'll just get bored of me, or they'll just think, "Whoa, calm down." I'm not calming down. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way and leave you forever. I'm really scared to open up properly with a lot of people. And it's weird saying it into a camera and waiting for people to watch it. I will put a message in here at the end though. I know there are people I can talk to being myself. I know there are people out there somewhere, including my jolly old mum, a couple of the people who, I can't really name them all because it would take a while, but they're not all on hand for a lot of the time, so most of all it's just me and my thoughts, and I talk to myself a lot. I would talk to myself right now, as I said in the first episode of Let's Talk. I do this so I don't talk to myself, but I'm still talking to myself. I feel like I need help, really. My mum says I'm good at playing crazy people. There's a reason for that. And there's people I need to talk to. Certain specific people in college, or I don't work, so friends, specific people I need to talk to. And I don't know if I should say their names in this video so they'll know I need to talk to them, because I don't like approaching them in the normal way, because I'm weird. So I guess I'll just say their names, and if they watch this video and happen to watch the ending, then yeah. I just mostly really need to talk to James and Joel. Yeah. Thanks for watching this episode of Let's Talk. I think I'm probably going to cancel this series because it's starting to feel really weird. About 11 minutes. So, bye.